This is Salam Dia, keeping you company this Ramadan.
Now, the floods in KZN left a trail of destruction in their wake. Many were left without homes. Access to water and basic essentials like food and clothing were curtailed for many people. And in fact, they're still looking for the bodies of missing people right now. Almost 400 people passed away. It's just been the worst humanitarian disaster in the history of South Africa. And of course, we've seen the president go down there. A provincial state of disaster was actually declared by the provincial government. Now, the Live2Give Foundation, which was established to support the educational needs of disadvantaged communities, have been on the ground since mid-April, assisting with mattresses, blankets, clean drinking water, and other essentials. Now, before we catch up with one of their volunteers, take a look at this video. As you can see, the need there is just phenomenal. It's just, it's heartbreaking how much people, suddenly have become destitute and are really in need of the kindness of other people. And it's literally, as you can see from that video, people just coming through and collecting groceries, what they need, basic essentials for their homes. Now, to find out more about this campaign, Fatima or Bibi-Fathima Peer, she joins me now on the line, and she's a volunteer there at Live2Give Foundation. Fatima, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Yes, jazakallah for your time, Fatima, and shukran for joining us this afternoon.
Jazakallah for having me.
Barakallah. Okay, now on this segment of the program, Fatima, we usually look at some of the work that's been done by various organizations or even just people, in their own personal capacity. And, the thing is, as Muslims, we try to encourage each other to make life easier for other people, particularly in this month of Ramadan, where when good deeds are actually multiplied. Now, tell me, the Live2Give Foundation, what is it that you guys do in terms of your main crux or your main line of work?
So it's mostly providing support in education systems and providing and making those students' lives easier. So when it comes to matriculating, we pack hampers for the matriculants. When the students need like sanitary pads and things to take care of themselves, they'll go and get given out then. That actually happens every 3 months. We pack 30 pads for each student, and those get given out. And yeah, so the main focus is education.
Yeah, but then when the floods happened in KZN, you guys had to pivot, isn't it? Tell us about how you guys responded to the humanitarian crisis that is still unfolding in that part of the country.
We packed hampers for the KZN Flood Relief Project, which was an initiative organized by Falah Projects and Live2Give. Volunteers helped pack the food hampers with all the food necessities like rice, maize meal, oil, porridge, and other non-perishables. All the food was paid for via donations that were raised through Live2Give, and Live2Give also raised money for mattresses and clothing to be distributed in KZN.
And from what you've seen, I mean, we just played a video of some of your distribution, but from what you've seen, are you satisfied that you were able to assist people, and particularly, that which was most needed or the most needed thing on the ground?
I think so to an extent, because, obviously a lot of the people lost their homes and everything they had. And I mean, food can only take you so far. But I think at the same time that people were in dire need of food, and that was really the most we could help with, and the mattresses and the clothing for the time being. Inshallah, we'll be able to help more.
No, I think you shouldn't downplay what you've done, Fatima, as Live2Give, because I can imagine the devastating, people that just came out of a devastating situation where they just, for some of them they thought it was qiyamah, and the entire homes were just washed away. They had nothing left except the clothes on their back. And I think what you guys have done was just timely, and mashallah, I think like when people say you should be able to read a room, the greatest need right now is for these people to feed their families. And Live to Give stepped in, and I'm sure everybody's really, really appreciative from that particular campaign that you guys have actually embarked on in KZN. I think, mashallah, Allah reward you for that. Definitely, very, very good work. So tell me now, what else are you guys doing as Live to Give? As I'm sure you understand, the need is everywhere today. It's not just in places where that have been hit by disaster, but the need is everywhere, isn't it?
Yes, of course. The other main initiative that Live to Give has been doing in Ramadan is making sandwiches for the Rosebank shelter. Volunteers bring the spread of their choice and make sandwiches to receive service hours. The bread is donated by various bakeries. The last donation we received was from Baked on Grant, who provided Live to Give with 15 loaves of bread. These sandwiches go to the Rosebank shelter, where they have about 60 permanent residents who are always in need of food. Making these sandwiches provides an opportunity for young volunteers to perform outreach work in a safe and environment.
So tell me what's on the sandwiches? What kind of
So there's
sandwiches do
like
you guys make?
peanut butter and jam, butter and honey, all the different options of sandwiches just to give a variety.
And how many volunteers typically take part in feeding these homeless people every day?
6 to 10, just depending on like when they take place, but generally 6 to 10 volunteers.
Oh, mashallah. And tell me about, if anybody would like to participate or support you in the work that you do, how can they take part?
Well, they can look for information on the Instagram and the website at Live2Give Foundation. And the website is www.live2givefoundation.com, where there's always posters and ways that you can donate. The banking information and ways that you can involve yourself through donating clothes are always on there. The information is always there.
Fatima, Bibi-Fathima, you mentioned that Live to Give is a group of friends that came together that decided, look, we're going to do this and we're going to help out. Are most of your members at university, at high school, or are they young professionals? Tell me a little bit about the group that's behind Live to Give.
The group behind Live to Give are mostly working individuals and parents who decided to come together as families and provide for the community. They're all working in jobs, and then there's some younger students who are in university. Yeah.
Okay, so those details once again, if anybody would like to participate and help out, and please give us those details again. You said Instagram, you said a website.
Live to Give Foundation, and the website is live2givefoundation.com.
All right, and the Instagram, what's the name of the Instagram page?
Live to Give Foundation as well.
Or just one word?
Yes, but Live to Give is live and then the number 2 and give.
I see. All right. Yes. Is there anything else you want to mention, Fatima, before we let you go?
I just wanted to say that community service is for, you get reward for it in Islam. It's a pillar of Islam, and that we should always give and do community service with dignity, because there's a hadith that goes, ahibbu linnasi ma tuhibbu li nafsika takun muslima. Love for others what you love for yourself, and you should be a true Muslim, which is why we should always give charity with dignity. And I think that's just what I want to part with.
Charity with dignity, I love that. Jazakallah khair. All the best, Bibi-Fathima. May Allah reward you and the other sisters that are involved in this campaign, and may Allah give you the ability to continue doing the good work, inshallah.
Jazakallah for having me.
Ameen. All right. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum.
That was Bibi-Fathima Peer, and you can find out more about the work that they do by going to Instagram and visiting the Live to Give page, which is Live to Give. 2 is the number 2, and of course the Live to Give Foundation website. You'll be able to find it as well on Google. So inshallah, Aziz, you can also take part in the sterling work that they do, helping other people or granting succor to people that are actually in need of it. And she talks about the Rosebank shelter, where sandwiches are made every day for the people that live there, and they're always in need of food. Of course, they also chipped in the KZN disaster, helping out people that were actually impacted by the floods. It's now 20 minutes to 5 Central African time. You are listening to the Iftar Drive on Salam Media. Stay tuned.